Yes. Okay. Hello, chat. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing fine today. Let's just get right into it, shall we? First we have a review by Elendil, who's playing Genji in Anubis. Decent map for Genji. Explosion attack. First time playing Genji in comp, kinda want to get a basic understanding of what I should be doing on Genji, and on what stuff I should focus for improving on him in the coming weeks when playing him. The game might not be the best to analyze, it felt kinda easy, but it is the only Genji game I got so far. I wanted to get Genji input before enforcing and learning by habits. Right. I would usually recommend if you're starting on a new hero, you can always just like watch. There are so many tutorials on YouTube and Twitch about heroes and stuff. But yeah, we can definitely go over it. Let's just get going. I'm just a tiny bit quiet. I'm gonna raise the volume for me at least. Okay, that should do it. So, Landiel, we're watching Landiel. Is Epic Pen not open? I forgot to open Epic Pen. Oh, hi, Avshi. Epic Pen. Epic Pen. There we go. There it is. Alright. So, we're watching Landiel. We're playing, at least we have a dive tank, so we should be setting up. Oh, we're on defense, actually. Yeah, streamer that can't pronounce my name. Thank you. Almost like I was there when you came up with that. Okay. Hello, Landiel. So yeah, we're on defense. We have a monkey and an Ana, which means that we have at least like a hybrid dive core, which usually means that you want to wait for the monkey to engage first, because Genji is very good at confirming kills. Genji can do a lot of burst damage, but if you do burst damage and you don't confirm a kill, then you don't get your dash reset, right? The most important part of Genji's kit is this little dash echo beam. No, it's actually very, very different. And the biggest difference is that you actually need this to disengage. You don't want to use it to engage unless someone is literally in death range with it. For confirming kills? Yeah, kinda. I mean, it's 70 damage. I believe it's 70. It's either 70 or 70. Let's just check it real quick. Genji, Gamepedia. I'm just want to double check just to be sure. Oh no, that's actually 50 damage. That was maybe nerfed at some point. It's only 50 damage now. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I was probably thinking 75 or Nanoblade. That's what I was thinking. Hello, Gibraltar. You haven't sent any reviews as of lately. Don't be afraid to send a new one if you want to help with anything. Okay, so yeah, the dash is 50 damage without a damage boost of some kind. Hi, Ruff. The idea is if you see someone who's like 2 ticks, 2 little squares is 50 health exactly. So if you see someone who's below or at 50 health, you can just dash through them. Otherwise, never use the dash to engage. Genji's biggest advantage is that he's got very good vertical mobility in comparison to Tracer's amazing horizontal mobility. So you can get like over here, for example, and spam them a little bit when they come out. Genji is an ultimate base hero for the most part. You win fights by using his ult. You can help win fights, like if your monkey does not enough damage, or if someone goes slow from like a 5 strike and dive or whatever. You can help win fights by cleaning up kills. You want to decide? That's fine. Uh, Most of the idea is you want to confirm kills when you can, and you just want to do damage consistently because Genji's got a decent ammo clip with like 10 rounds of shurikens basically. So you want to be doing damage all the time, and if you see someone go low, you want to engage. And if your monkey goes near someone, you want to engage because monkey's gonna do ideally 80 damage. Let's just assume it's 50 for the landing. that not every monkey is going to do the extra 30 from melee, plus about 60 DPS from damage over time, right? From his Tesla cannon. So as soon as someone goes low, you only hit one shuriken or one headshot, you slash through them, and you get your dash reset. Again, the idea with Genji is not using this to engage, unless you are 99.9% sure you will get a kill. If you use this and you don't get a kill, you are very vulnerable. We are setting up. This is fine. Let me... This is set correctly. Okay. I am so glad they fixed this speed. So yeah, no reason you shouldn't just start here, and when they come out of spam, you can just spam at them. Get a little bit of high ultimate charge before from the high ground before anything happens. It's absolutely worth it. Getting your ult is basically your win condition. Like now you're here, but we could have been here from the very beginning. This is a good place to stop though. Like they don't really have a lot of people who can contest you. Like Ashe can shoot at you, and Soldier can shoot at you, and maybe Sigma and Baptiste can shoot at you. But even then, it's like it's not that easy to shoot at you over here. And Baptiste is coming up, and you get dynamited, which is fine. Just dash out. And again, do you see the problem with not having dash? If you go low and we don't have dash, you can get killed very easily. Hello, Woofer. You definitely can get out, which is fine, but we couldn't go aggressive either. So again, we don't want to use dash if a fight is gonna happen. We want to make sure we have it. Like your monk is already here, and because you started here, because you started there and had to use dash over here, then we didn't have dash to get out, we didn't have dash to go aggressive, and the idea with Genji is you start in a good position, like this is a really good position. You can play defensive on a good position. You can like a little spam damage, and when someone's threatening your angle, you either contest them or you drop. And when you drop, you have both access to the enemy team, so you can do close range damage with the right click. You have the option to dash in to help your monkey get kills, or you have the option to dash out to be safe. And of course, you have deflect if someone is too close and you don't want to be that close. But in this case, your monkey is shooting at an Ashe who is 1 HP. So if we had our dash, we could have just dropped because we know we have a disengage. Teammate awareness kit. Issues where I use them during mid-fight. That just happens as a main tank because you're usually in front of everyone else and you don't have the time to look back. But let's focus on this review. The idea generally is you want to be in a good position to engage on the enemy team without having to use your cooldowns, and then you can clean up with, like, in this case, you would just kill this Ashe, climb over here, and dash out. Well, dash, climb out. And you're kind of going with your monkey, but we don't get to kill the Ashe, and we don't get the advantage that we could have gotten. That's a decent deflect, by the way. Like, the idea of deflect is not reflect as much damage as possible because you're not gonna do that. Unless they have, like, a very spammy comp. Using it to reflect a little damage to help your tanks get away, in this case your monkey, or your diva or whatever, or using it to reflect cooldowns is your best use for the deflect. Like that rocket boost is what I was talking about. That, like the soldier was shooting the rocket at you, you just deflect the rocket. And now we just reflect a little bit of damage from the soldier who can just stop shooting at us. So this deflect is wasted. Rather than, you know, returning the rocket that does 120 damage with splash. The biggest problem right now is that turn on blue outlines always visible? They are, right? Or do you mean for yourself? I can see them. Yeah, for sure. Oh, okay. They're on by default, I believe. In the case, this is a win fight, kinda. We did lose 2 people. this also would be a decent deflect. Like as soon as someone is looking at you, like the Roadhog, you can try to deflect because he's probably going to try to hook you. Like right there. There you go. And now you dash away. Dash away if you have to. Don't be afraid. Yeah, there you go. That Moira is a decent target to go on. Again, you don't want to just dash straight in unless you know your dash combos. Like, the whole idea of playing Genji is that if you know your dash distance, actually, let's do this very early. 1426. Training, practice range. So, if you're a great Genji player and you know your dash distances exactly to the meter, you can get 1-kill combos with Genji. Because his Tri-Click Shuriken actually does about 170 damage, something like that. So with the dash, you can just kill people if you do it correctly, which is dash right-click combo, which I believe this is about the right distance. I just aim at the head, and it's dead. Because while I'm dashing, I wish I could show you, but while I'm dashing, I'm holding the right click. So as soon as the dash is over, it basically has the right click queued and it shoots right away. So it just does it in one swept motion. So I'm just playing away from them. Oh, I see someone I can go on. I just dash right click. And they're dead. And people always also use the dash right click melee, which is even more difficult, which is after the right click goes out, you throw a melee on top of it in case you miss one of the right clicks, which again will usually confirm the kill. So it's like right dash click melee, which again will kill people, and it's just really, really good. That's the one Genji tag that makes incredible level Genjis that sets them apart from like every other Genji. The awareness of no matter how far away from someone you are, you know exactly the dash range, so you can just dash into a right click and kill them immediately. Well, dash right click melee, because again, the bots have very big heads, but if I'm going like at like a soldier, so about here, if I'm going at like a soldier with a smaller head, just dash right click. I also fucked up the distance, so don't mind me. I'm not a Genji player. I know the things, but I'm not a Genji player. So dash right click, and I may not get all the headshots and whatever not. So it's usually better to just dash right click melee, just in case to make sure you kill them. And again, I'm not that great Genji, but I know the basic mechanics. Give me the dash, thank you. So the idea is, I think this is the right distance. Dash, right click, and you kill someone. And if you can throw a melee on top, in case one of your shurikens miss, because if you get 2 shurikens and the dash, it's not enough to kill. But 2 shurikens dash melee is. Those are the Genji kill thresholds. So the general idea is dash, right click, melee. And I'm showing you a little slower on this one, so you can see it. I'm gonna set up here. I'm gonna dash into the bot, dash, because of the dash, you always end up like a little higher where you're aiming. So dash into right click will kill a bot, and you always want to throw a melee after the right click for the extra damage. And that's your 1-kill combo with Genji is dash, right click, melee. Dash. That was a little bit far away. Hey, give me the dash boost back. So again, dash, right click, melee. And you kill people. And that's the whole point. It's just... Again, if you master Genji, you can do it consistently. Like, there are people who can do it like from the... climb. There are people who can do it like from the high ground. They manage to measure the distance out perfectly. On the stream, will this be the new norm in the future? It is the same time in EST. That's the thing. I'm doing the same time in EST, which is earlier for the rest of the world, including me. But yeah, it's daytime savings on EST, so it's a little earlier for everyone else, including me. So in general, the Genji, good Genji will always have a sense of distance, like the top level Genjis. So you can be like double jump, dash into right click into melee. And I missed one of the shurikens, but I just want to stand a bit closer and dash at the feet, which again is fine, but the problem with dashing at someone's feet is that then you have to flick upwards to click the head, which makes it a lot more difficult to get the combo out. and you can still over dash. Uh, Again, the general idea is if you can practice, like learn the distance of the dash, which is I believe about 15 meters. So 10, 5, 0, here, right? 15 meters. Yeah, 15 meters. Then you dash, right click, and melee, and you kill someone. And of course, bots die. Bots have an insanely large head, so it's hard to use them for comparison because characters don't have heads that big. It's a lot harder to hit a triple headshot. That's also why jumping is really good because it makes it easier to hit a triple headshot if you are above someone than if you are in front of them. But yeah, in general, the tech for Genji is dash and then Q right click and then Q melee. Dash, right click, melee. Because they basically just cancel all the animations, which is what you want. And yeah, it's just a matter of practicing it until you get it right. Let's go back to, I believe this is 5, yep, 146. So the point was, here you get the health pack, we climb to the high ground. So here I would look at this Moira, who is more or less at the right range, and if you knew your dash right click, you just go in, dash right click, the Moira is dead, she cannot heal. Her fate is, I believe, in cooldown. No, she does have it, but she's not looking at you, so if you can't go in and get the one-shot combo, she will die immediately. Even like with this amount of health, even if you don't get the headshots, even if it's like dash into right click, you will kill her because your right clicks do about 75 damage each. Sorry, about 25 damage each, 75 damage total if you are hitting all of 3 of them. So yeah, here you have a free kill on the dash right click. And instead we just go for it, it's a little sloppy, you shoot her from afar, you dash into her while she had like 70 something HP, and we don't manage to kill her because we don't do the combo and she just fades away. At this point, you're just trying to contest point, which I'm fine with. Good kill. You are going for... What are we going for? Baptiste would be a great target. Roadhog has too much HP for us. Sigma would be an okay target, but you have to keep in mind the shield. And also double jump, like as much as possible. Because it's harder for someone who is looking at you from here. If they have to look up, then by looking up, they don't see the rest of your team. Just trying to farm mod, that's fine. And you can contest the point. Like again. You can just try to get like a few 5-10 seconds if you can. You get rocked, which is okay. Again, you're basically alone. We just get the mini. Can you touch the point? You abandon the point. Okay. Now this is very, very risky. We are basically just behind the enemy lines. We don't want them to chase us here. Just wait for them to rotate, and then we can go on the battle. Like that Baptiste is juicy. You can shoot at the Baptiste, you can go and kill the Baptiste. You wanted to do a close spam kill? Yeah, and if you get it, that's fine, but just be careful. Also, you can dash over this, like double jump dashing to the Baptiste. So you should be doing that. Double jump dash. You missed the dash, but it's fine. It should still be a kill. He drops. It's fine. We have play now for next fight. Go get the Mega. Go back to your team. Not necessarily smart or cool. Yep, you're dead. Okay. We got played at least. We got played for next fight. And your team basically won the fight anyway, so... And don't get me wrong, this is fine. Like, it's not like you are throwing. You're taking a 1v1 against the Baptiste, which takes the Baptiste away from his team. Which is a pretty big deal. Like, I know they have basically 2 main healers. But taking 1 main healer away for a few seconds means that the tanks get less health, the other support gets less health, the DPS get less health as well. So if you do it at the right time, just going 1v1 going on a 1v1 against the backline or any DPS can be worth it. Genji's actually pretty good at 1v1s. Because he's just very difficult to hit if you're just double jumping all over the place and you have deflect and you have dash and you can climb walls. He's very mobile and he's very difficult to hit and confirm the kill on. So you can just go 1v1 someone, either kill them or waste their attention for a long time, and then you just come back. Ideally, you don't die, of course. Or if you die, you trade with someone. I would not use Blade here, by the way. And also, like, we have to make sure that the emo is either out or someone in our team is willing to help us. Also, we don't have Nano Blade, we only have Volt Blade, maybe. But we use Nano Shadow instead. You decent deflect, you got blown up by the dynamite. But yeah, the fight is won with Nano Shatter, so I don't think we need the blade. Decent confirm. You kill her before dashing, but again, that's fine. By the way, the problem with killing her before dashing is, again, you don't get the reset. So here, let me just show you this in... So she's low, she's 1, she's not quite in dash kill yet, but now you kill her with a double headshot with your, or maybe one headshot and one body shot with your, actually I think it's just 2 body shots, or maybe 3 body shots. But then you dash through her, and that just wasted the dash. That just wastes the dash. Which is very unfortunate. 1 second. Alright. So yeah, the problem with this is that right now the fight is won anyway. So it's fine. But if this fight was like at the very beginning and you confirm this skill and waste your dash, then you're basically behind the enemy lines by yourself. It doesn't matter for this fight, we just confirm the other kill, the fight was already won. But just, you have to be a little bit more careful about dashing, because again, this is your disengagement tool. You don't want to use this to dash towards the enemy unless you can guarantee a kill. Because again, if you guarantee the kill, then you just get it back and you can dash away. Generally, the best way of playing Genji is setting up in a good position. For example, right here. Right here, right? You go in when the enemy is coming through, for example. Your team is holding like here, the enemy team is here. You drop behind them, you try to get a kill, and even if you don't get a kill, you can just dash away, or dash away, or dash away, or dash away. Depending on which escape route is best. The problem with engaging with dash is that if you don't confirm the kill, let me just hide the chat. If we don't confirm the kill, then we are stuck in the middle of the enemy team. And we don't really have a lot of sustainability against like 2 tanks, 2 DPS, and 2 supports. If you're a Tracer, you just hit recall, right? Or blink away. But we are not Tracer, we only have like vertical mobility. So all you have to do is just try to climb away, but yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like Monkey in that sense. Monkey is better at distracting the enemy, right? So that people like Genji, like Tracer, can come in. But the idea is the same. You go in, you stay for as long as you can without overstaying your welcome, and ideally you want to have your cooldown when you engage, because leap is very important. If you have to leap in, if you have to dash in, you are giving up your best mobility for the sake of the engagement. And with Monkey, that's usually fine if it's your only option, because you will usually have like a Diva or a Zarya to buy you 2 seconds, either by a defense matrix or with a bubble. Then you have your own bubble, which will also buy you like 2 seconds, and then you'll have your leap back to get away. But with Genji, you don't have those options. Your only options are go in, get the dash, and get out. If you go with the dash, you have to get the kill and get out. Or go in and don't get the kill and basically just either die or get very slowly get away. This rotation is fine. They don't seem to know you're here. We are preparing for the engagement. Are you going for the Ashe? I think you're going for the Ashe. And that's the problem. We commit the dash without being able to secure the kill with it. First things first, aim for the head. Like, look at this. take your time. Aim for the head. You are just a tiny bit off. Let's use a dash. Yeah, they dash through the dash. But we just don't want, like, we could have gotten this kill without having to use Blade. And you just save Blade. It's a one fight at that point. They don't have a Mercy to resurrect anyway. And your dash resets even if you don't use Blade, so long as you get the kill. So what I'm telling you is, if you have a good target like this, who is not aware of where you are, take an extra half a second, aim at the head. You are trying to aim at the head, but you missed by like, you just hit the shoulder instead of the head. And we got the dash as well, so she would have died if you hit at least one headshot. Maybe two headshots. So is it a good kill? Yes, but we could have saved Blade to get this kill. And again, this is a fight-winning ultimate. So if we can save it for the next fight and just get a pick, because you took, like, this is a good flank. Taking a good flank is great, like, especially if people don't know that you're here. Like you did, you just go for the Ashe, who's very low. You go for the Baptiste, sorry, who is by herself. You go for the Baptiste, who doesn't know you're there. Just from range, you can hit like a double headshot, or a triple headshot if ideal situations happen and they don't move after getting the first one. Double headshot with your shurikens, which is like 100 damage. Then you just dash melee or dash right click, and they're dead. And instead, we end up committing Blade, and you can probably maybe not get a kill, but definitely make people a lot weaker, which is great. You got 2 kills, yeah. Deflect, you go aggressive. Don't go again. Don't use your dash to engage unless you're sure you can get a kill. I know we have already won the fight. You got 2 picks. There is no reason for you to die here. You can just hold on. So this is fine. You're trying to get kills. You kill the Baptiste, and we should not dash in here for the same reason. I know you're trying to go aggressive to keep confirming kills, but we don't have a kill we can confirm with the dash, and our blade is running out. Like, your blade is actually over. You just dash in. I'm Genji, I want a 6k. I mean, yeah, you can still 6k. Just take the high ground, go above them, right click them, right click them. You can still keep getting kills, and you do melee. You do dash into melee there. But I would be surprised if you don't die here, because you're literally in the middle of the enemy team with no cooldowns. You kill the Sigma, which is good. The soldier never once looked around to shoot at you, which is also good. And we do end up dying, but again, the fight was already won. And you do manage to get another kill, which is fine. But the general idea is, and you're getting rest, which is even better. The general idea is, that's a great example of why you don't want to engage with dash when you don't confirm a kill. You did die. You just got rest. But yeah, and the enemy could have also capitalized a lot better. Like, the soldier never turned around to shoot at you, the roadhog never looked at you. Then it's sloppy, to say the least. It's very sloppy to dash into 3 enemies by yourself. Especially when even more so when you don't have the deflect. Because even then, even though your dash is your most important getaway, deflect is still a very good lifeline. Like, most of their heroes do damage you can deflect, except for the dynamite, of course. So you can be like, okay, I am way too deep, I can just deflect and get the fuck out. But in this case, we didn't even have deflect. You just dashed in by yourself, which means you can no longer get away unless we confirm a kill. And then you did confirm a kill, and instead of getting out, you committed again, even though you were at like 50 HP at that point. And now we get out, which is fine. So the idea was good, execution was, like, the idea at the beginning of just shooting the Ashe and killing her was good. Execution wasn't that great because we didn't get a headshot. Then we committed that into Blade, which again was, the idea was good, the execution was fine. And then after those two, we just the third idea of dashing into the enemy team was not good. But in that case, execution was great because you survived. Well, you didn't survive, you did die, but you got a kill and you annoyed the enemy. When you're on defense, second point, trading is basically the best thing you can do. I take it back. It's obviously not the best thing you can do. You can just kill someone and not die. But trading on defense means that you just respawn and come back. Trading on offense means that they have to wait for that person before even trying to push. Just get to the high ground. Double climb, jump. Or climb, jump. This is fine. Just again, spamming from long range is fine with Genji. We are not in the best position. Like, I would really like it if you were here instead, but you just kind of screw up the rotation, which is, you know, not the best, but also fine. Look at that. The Ashe is so killable. Again. She has not learned from her previous mistake. We could have dashed right click into the Ashe and she would be dead with her current HP. Like, dash is 50, right click is, sorry, triple right click. By the way, triple body shot right click is 75, so you can do 125 plus melee, so 155 guaranteed damage on someone if you know the dash distance, which I believe this was a good dash distance if you took a step back. So hold on, up to here is okay, you're just spamming dash distance. This is good. Dash into right click into melee, you guarantee the kill. She's got 130, you can do 155, you just go in and kill her. Then you get, this is I think just slightly too close. Will you prioritize the high ground or off angle here? I would just take this. The only person who can contest you up here is the Ashe, and this is dash range. So if the Ashe tries to contest you, you deflect a little bit, and when she waits for you, because you can cancel deflect early now, which is broken as fuck, just jump, dash into the Ashe, and just kill her with the right click combo. Even if you don't kill her right away, like dash right click into melee and you do, let's say you get no headshots, you do 155, or let's say you miss one shuriken, you do 130, because this is what you get between like 50 from the dash, 50 from 2 shurikens, and 30 from melee, so you do 130. And then you can just double jump and the Ashe cannot one-shot you. It becomes a lot easier for you. So I would definitely take this. You can spam on the team. If the Ashe tries to contest you, just shoot at the Ashe. And you can deflect her first shot, and while you think she is trying to go away, or just keeps trying to wait for you, you can jump, cancel, deflect early to dash into her, and either kill her or annoy her so much that she's either gonna drop, and then you have this, which can help you go on the backline, or further go in the Ashe. And I know I just said that don't commit your dash if you're not gonna guarantee a kill. But if you do it right, this is a guaranteed kill. The Ashe is basically by herself. She's got no one who can save her. And if you do it wrong, she's left with like 50 HP. And your team can kill her for you. Because she also cannot stay up here because you just killed her. Again, I cannot say enough that Genji's right click is 75 damage without headshots. If you hit all body shots. It's really good as a close range damage tool. That of this is dashable. Again, dash into. We are a little close. You see, yeah, you are always like overshooting a little bit. And he does jump away. That's a deflect. Just to get out. Don't stay too long. Now dash. Okay, we die anyway. It's fine. Also, like I said, this is not a great off angle. This is good if you can set up for a flank. So if you want to set up for a flank and the enemy doesn't know you're here, this is really good. You can just, again, kill the Ashe like we did on the first one. So if you can set up on a flank like this and the enemy has no idea you're here, I will say this is better than this because the enemy doesn't know you're here. But in this case, you are shooting through the entire enemy team, so it's probably better to just set up on the high ground. Won't fight anyway for your team. Don't do that. Just get back to the fight faster. And I will soon have another blade. You can't climb after already having climbed unless you touch a surface. So what you try to do, I believe, is climb, jump, climb. But again, that's just not something you can do. You either go up this one and jump, or you can go up this and jump. Or just invest your dash. Because at this point, the enemy team is regrouping. You will have your dash back before they come back. So if you want to invest your dash, just invest your dash. They can hear your melee, by the way, so be careful. Like, I don't know if she was just looking here because you've been here twice. Or she heard you melee. No, she actually heard you melee. Like, I heard you melee through my... I don't know if you guys can hear the melee. Hold on, let me raise the sound a little bit. And let's go back like 2 seconds. Listen closely. You can hear the melee. And she's kind of looking for you. And then she just sees you. Which is not great for us. Again, this is really good if the enemy doesn't know you're here. But melee is very loud on Genji. He goes... So yeah, be careful when meleeing things. This deflect doesn't do anything. You can just back away in that case. Don't bother... I guess don't bother breaking the breakables, the destroyable objects, when a fight is happening. Like, focus on the fight, focus on the enemy. If you're setting up, don't worry about the boxes. This off angle is okay, but you should be up here at least. Mostly so you don't get too close to Brothog and the Moira, who can kill you if you give them the chance. Brothog to your right. I killed Great Love. We get out, we dash out. Someone kills the Moira for us, and you did damage, like a little bit of damage with the dash. So you can dash away. That's good. And this should be a 1-5. And I want to say, thus far, I don't think you're getting carried. I think you're doing your part. I don't think you're carrying either. I think you're getting like average value, but it's not like you're getting carried. And again, this is... just practice it a little bit so it doesn't happen this often. Either climb this and jump up, or climb this and jump up. This is just the easiest way of doing it, by the way. Get the mini, we prepare for the blade. Ana has nano. Make sure you're engaging from a point where she has line of sight to give you nano. I will be trying to set up where the monkey is, so I can just Ana nano me, go in, I press like C until the Ana nanos me, then I dash up, blade, dash down, slice, dash, slice, dash, slice, etc. The problem with this angle is that we can't get nano. Also, you gave yourself away and you've used basically all of your cooldown before playing. And then you came back. So this is not great. First thing first. Here, if you're gonna blade, dash up in the air, blade, and go for squishes. Don't go for the Rothog, don't go for the... Like, here we already used deflect. We have 3 people together. And including a Rothog and the Moira, who are very difficult for us to kill. You dash, you blade, and then you come back instead of going for the soldier, who is a great target. You just slice him, he's right next to you, then you can go for the Baptiste. Then you can go for the Ashe. Ignore these people who are difficult to kill. You want to get kills as fast as possible, and in this case, you basically just did this. And this is gonna get you no value. Again, Moira has Fade, so she's difficult to kill. You do get Nano eventually, but again, you started from a position where it was very difficult for the Ana to Nano you. As Summoning Blade, you should start either here, or maybe if you really want to... If you don't want to time the high ground, you can be like here. and be like, okay, and I'm going in. You dash up over here, you get nanoed, then you dash down, slice, dash, slice, dash, slice. Someone's on the point, but that's not your problem. This is just very, very sloppy. We use Blade, which is the core of Genji's entire character, and we got no value. And now we're just trying to kill people, even though we don't really have a way of doing so. And you overstay your welcome, and you just die. And again, that's the problem with going too deep when you don't have a dash. I think you were just like, I use Blade, I have to get kills, and we got no kills, and you just panicked and went, I need to kill people. But we didn't, because Genji is not great at getting kills by himself, unless you have the perfect setup, which is either someone doesn't know you're here and you can dash right click melee into them, or someone is not looking at you, so you can just perfectly aim 3 left clicks and then dash into them and melee. It's not easy for Genji to get kills by himself. However, it's very easy for him to confirm kills if someone has done enough damage for you. We win the fight anyway. In that fight, I would say yes, that fight was won by your team, not by you. You contributed a little bit, like you took their attention away, but we did commit 2 ultimates to distracting him a little bit, which is not great. And 2 really good ultimates as that. Right click headshot dash. We didn't even need to dash, which is fine. And yeah, this is a free fight for us, basically. Like, this kill is basically a free fight for us. Also, you can stand in front of the window, which is, where's the window? Over here. And deflect. And every bit of damage they do, you deflect double. That's such a good dash. Oh, we don't have it yet. Dash into him. Oh, you missed him. We died. That's so unfortunate. His HP was actually so low. 72. 44. He drops the thing. 53. 30 something. And you are still not dashing. I think you don't have your Kuno yet. It's still in 1 second. And you go in when his HP is at 42, 46. 30 something. 40 something again. 51. 59. 63. That's just unlucky. If you had done the right dash into right click or dash into melee, he would be dead. But instead, you just kind of misjudged the distance and went just a tiny bit too far. So again, dash distance is basically the quintessential Genji mechanic that you have to learn. Just get used to the dash distance so you can dash into right click or dash into melee at people. That's the most important part of Genji's skill. Because this soldier will be dead. Right click into dash would have killed him. I think you did right click into dash. Hold on. He was right clicking at the soldier at the very least, so. There's the right click, and there's the dash. We did right click into dash, we just missed the... We got the soldier with the dash, but because we have, like, he's getting healed, the best way of securing these kills is dash, like, of course, before going in, just shoot at them as well. But being close makes it a lot easier to hit the burst damage from the right click as well. So if instead of dashing from where we did, we had dash from a little bit further back or into the column, we just immediately follow up either with a melee or with a right click and he's dead. Instead, we just die. And that's why I say the learning the dash distance or what will stop your dash, like for example, hitting the column will stop your dash, is very important so you can confirm those kills by, well, 50 damage from dash plus either 75 plus 30 or 25 plus 30 if you somehow only hit one shuriken, or you can do 150 plus 30, which with the 50 from the thing is an immediate kill. if you are like a really, really good Genji. But you can basically do any kind of damage from 50 from dash plus 30 from melee, and you can do from 25 to 150 on shortcuts, depending on how many you hit and how many are headshots. So Genji is depending on how good you are with Genji, you can do a lot. You can literally erase people from the any squishy. You can just erase with a dash right click melee combo. And here just play. Use your dash early, which is not that good. Like if you are going in now, you have to basically wait 3 seconds. Again, I don't know where you're trying to climb this wall. I mean, I think you're just trying to get a safer angle to shoot, but I'm basically like, give them a take. If they have no time left, then you can just dash in with Nanoblade. Like, you actually have to wait anyway for Nanoblade, so why dash out of spawn to save you? What you did was basically dash out of spawn to save you 2 seconds, and then we had to wait 5 seconds to engage because we didn't have dash. And you're not using it yet. There it is. And we get no value from it. And by the way, one of the better reasons of why you want to dash with your Nanoblade, or blade in general, is that it gives you a great angle of who you want to go on. Because you can dash up, look down as you press Q, and be like, who do I want to go on? And it is you only have a split second to make this decision, but if you see someone is very low and purple, you can just be like, okay, I'll arrest the Sigma. Then I go on the, slash dash the Sigma, he's dead. I believe he's dead. Yeah, he will be dead. Then you can go, okay, I'm now where the Sigma is. Who do I go on next? Just take 1 second. Okay, I'm going for Baptiste. I dash at the ground or dash at the column to again stop the dash and do the damage. Then I see purple, I dash. Then bladed Baptiste, and then who's next? Mei? No, Mei's not a great target, but Rothog is not either. Let's go for the soldier. I'm right here. Slice. We don't even have to dash for this guy, but you have the dash reset anyway, so you might as well dash into the column, turn around, slash him, and then you kill 3 people with 1 blade. And you can see that here the idea is kind of similar. You slice through and you dash through and do damage, but now you have, first thing first, you have to turn around to use the blade because we are not in a good position, but also we have less options to go in. And we end up not going on anyone really. Rothog's a bad choice, and you really just kinda lose track of everyone anyway. At least you survived for a long time, which is really good, and you distracted about this. So, did you do great? I think you did okay. We did damage with the blade, and we managed to contest for a long time, which is... That was actually a Sonic blade, yes. The other one was just you kinda screwing up the engagement. This can count as a Sonic blade. And I hate it, but still, like, you could have gotten so much more value out of it, but... You know, at the very least, you got people to clear off the point. Okay, so like I said earlier, Genji is a lot better on attack than he is on offense, because it is actually very difficult for Genji to defensively contest areas for a long period of time. Like, if you're playing Genji, you don't want to just have to contest this for a long time. You want to better on attack than on defense, because the idea is with Genji you want to go in, get kills, and get out, kind of like Monkey, yeah. You don't want to have to contest this area for a long time because Genji's damage and ability to get kills mostly comes from the burst. His cooldowns are kind of long, like deflect is long and dash is long, unless you get the kill. So it's like, and his damage is fine and his contest ability is fine, but the longer you stay, the bigger chances that you're just gonna die. So it's like, if you want to contest a high ground on defense as Genji, it's a lot harder than on offense, because on offense you just want to go in, either kill the person or chase them out, and then just get out. could deflect on the rockets. I forget the name sometimes. Helix rockets. We don't really aim them at the enemy, but it's okay. You gotta deflect. Why are we rotating with our team? This is not something you want to do. Like, don't be behind your line. Just either go this way, so you can just climb this wall and be at the enemy, or follow your monkey. We don't want to have to go through this tiny choke. That's the point. If you want to, you can even climb and go all the way around. Like, you can climb this wall, this window, get over here, then just jump over here, and voila, we're behind the enemy. Okay, deflect, not great. Like, again, don't just use it for random damage. In this case, it will help your tank a tiny bit, but it's not that good. And you're going for a setup on flank for the next fight, which I'm more than fine with. Don't go aggressive now, though. Your team has got 2 people. This is not the time to go aggressive. And you can't deflect a Mei. Yeah, your team has just 3 people. Just wait. Don't give you, like, next time, just be like, okay, I'm just gonna wait here. And when my enemy goes forward, then I can engage. When my team goes forward, then I can engage because their tanks will be looking this way, and most of them will be looking this way. I can just get from behind when they don't know where I am, or go contest point, or take the high ground. Like right now, you got 2 people, 3 people down. The Mercy is coming back as well. This is not a good time to engage. I just want you to wait, be patient, and you are being patient. Get out. Okay, that's fine. Mei's chasing you, but that's okay. That's a good dash. We don't get the kill, and we're probably dead. But yeah, like again, if you can try to save your tank, go for it. Unless you can secure a kill somewhere else. But in this case, like, if your monkey dies, even if you're behind them, they already know you're here, and the fight is lost if your monkey dies. So I'm okay with you trying to go in to save your monkey. I think you missed the dash, which is unfortunate. And the monkey just dies, which is also unfortunate. But yeah, here is like, either we die together or we win this fight, and I'm fine with it.
I return to the fight.
We wait here, like, Ryan is dead. Just wait. Yep. Again, this deflect has no reason. Like, Orisa's damage is not enough for you to justify an 8-second cooldown. You're doing like 50 damage to the shield. It's good for either very big cooldowns like Fire Strike or through the emo or I don't know, Helix rockets, right? Or Halt. If you can deflect Halt, that's pretty good. It's just not good for the random spam damage. It's not like they have like a Hanzo or a Jungrat shooting at you who do a lot of damage if you deflect it, which would be helpful. So just don't worry about it. This is a good flank, and they don't know you're here. I would go again. Tanks are very difficult to kill as Genji. You may do some damage and try to farm your ultimate, but that's about it. We shouldn't be able to kill anyone here. In fact, I'm pretty sure you are just dead. Yep. But you know what? I'm okay with that. Like, again, you basically just went in to try to farm your ultimate. Which, again, Genji's ultimate is fight winning. If you use it correctly. And you try to distract them, so I think you got value out of that. I don't think you did the best thing possible, but I think you got value, which is better than no value. Okay, we're all here. We can either wait it out or start setting up for a different angle. Never mind, everyone just dies. Did we win first point? Oh, looks like maybe we didn't. Maybe we don't, sorry. Don't? What's that word? Maybe we don't, but we'll see. We have a Symmetra now instead of a Torsion, which at least we can teleport somewhere. And we do have Nanoblade, which might actually win us this fight. Just dash in with... Yeah, there you go. Dash in. Ideally, again, do you want to dash up? Are we just not using Nanoblade? There's the Nano. Good kill, but... Okay. Orisa's not a great target, but we kill her anyway. Okay. Good blade overall. It took us a long time to start using it. Like, you had so many opportunities to actually do it. Like, this is a great blade opportunity. All you have to do is dash up, get nano, dash down, and you can hit everyone with the blade at once. You do this, you do this with the blade, someone dies. You wait for the monkey to space him a bit, but your monkey's already here, and he even bubbled. I felt like I was too low. Well, I guess, like, the idea is if you get nanoed, you get full health. If you don't get nanoed, then yeah, you're probably gonna die. If you got nano. I usually say it is better to trust that your team will do the right thing until proven otherwise. And this Ana has gone out of her way to nano you before, so I would say, okay, yeah, I'll trust the Ana. And of course, if you're in comms, just tell your Ana you're going to do that. If not, just press the C button or whatever, my ultimate is ready button, like my ultimate is ready button. That is, it's C for me. I don't know what it is for you, but and your Anas will usually pay attention to that and be like, yeah, my ultimate is ready as well. So you can combo it and you can be like, my ultimate is ready, my ultimate is ready, and then I will be like, my ultimate is ready. It's right for you. There you go. I believe Ana says like, my ultimate is ready. Get up and I'll boost you in or something like that. So you can just be like, dash, blade, get nanoed, blade, slice, kill the Moira with that because nano blade the Genji does a lot of damage. Dash, kill the Baptiste, sorry, dash, slice, kill the Baptiste, dash back, kill the Mei, kill the Zarya. I think this was just a better opportunity. Mostly because your monkey is diving in right now. That's the biggest reason. Like the enemy team, like I said, if you wait for your monkey to engage, everyone is looking at the monkey. So you can just be like, boop, boop, 3 kills. So we just kind of wait a little bit. You missed the dash, which is not ideal. And in fact, I believe you only use the nano blade. I believe you only use the blade because you get nanoed and not the other way around. You would usually be the one being like, I'm gonna blade now. I just have to make sure that I'm in the line of sight when I dash up to get nanoed. You want to believe from the high ground? Okay, I believe you. Overall, did you get value? Yeah, Nanoblade is like the only thing they have to stop it is the emo, and they wasted it. So you know, there it is. I wanted to check who is my target. That's why, like I said this earlier, and it gives you less time. I will say that, but if you like, when you dash up, the whole point of dashing up is first it makes you easier to see for the Ana, right? Ana can be here, and it is easier for her to nano you if you are like up here in the air than if you are like over here, because there's no one around you. You just dash up and you're here and you get nanoed easily. The second one is that if the enemy team wants to shoot at you, they have to look up, which is more difficult, especially when they have a monkey on top of them. Right? We got enough cleave damage. So if they want to look up to try to counter you, the monkey is here and you have a bubble as well. And the last thing is that from here, from when you dash up into the air, you have a second to choose your target. Maybe not a second, maybe like half a second, maybe like a third of a second, but you still have a moment, like a tiny moment, to choose your target to dash onto. And that's why dashing up is so really good. You get nano easier. The enemy team has to look up to you rather than just at you. And you can choose your target from the high ground. Or from the air, rather. And by the way, I will tell you this. The reason Ana did nano you is that you were about to go out of her line of sight. Let's look at it from the Ana's perspective. Like, she's very low, she's playing this for back. If you dash in here, she's actually looking at you. But you are about to go out of her line of sight. And she even heals you here. How nice. Like blah 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 blah. She's like, you're up there. I will not be able to see you if you stay up there. So I'm just gonna nano you. She thought you were going for the nano blade, or she thought you were going to stay up here. So she's just like, yeah, let's go. Okay. Sorry about that. And she's just like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just kill them all. Tries to sleep, probably dies to the, yep. She was also about to die because she was in the middle of the enemy team. So, yeah, Anna did good. Pick up first. Do we pick up second? Maybe. At least we have definitely enough time to farm another nano blade and try to get the kill. No, sorry, the cat. Not the kill. Again, don't use dash to engage, don't use dash to chase. Now you're kind of in the middle, well, not in the middle of the enemy team, but they cannot look at you and we have nothing to... we don't have dash to get out, basically. Like, if that Mei wanted to freeze you, she could be Nani Blade. Nani? That's what the enemy says. You just appear behind them and kill them, and they're like, Nani? You do get behind them, but at this point the fight is lost. The fight is just lost, like, if you can kill someone, just farm your ultimate, that's fine. This is okay. The fight is lost anyway, and you did end up with 10 HP. Just dash away, get healed. By the way, you have 190 HP worth of healing. If you give it to Urana, it will get it to like 50 something %. And you are waiting for Urana, but the Mercy just steps in. Which is okay. Valkyrie Blade is actually pretty good as well. It's not quite good as Nano Blade, of course, but Valkyrie Blade is still pretty solid. That's a good kill. Again, deflecting nothing. I think, by the way, I will say this. I think you have gotten no value out of deflect this entire match. Probably Mercy just failed to kill Pharah. That's absolutely valid. You know how many people don't know how to deal with a Valkyrie Mercy? Like, you can basically kill any squishy DPS. Widow kill, Ashe kill, Pharah kill, Echo kill. But yeah, I was saying, I don't think you've gotten much value out of deflect this entire game. Which is a problem. You've gotten some value, but definitely not as much as you could be getting. And again, we are just dash here if you can. Okay, we do manage to get out. And I was gonna say that deflect is really good. But increase damage boost? No, it is still 30%. It is for the entire team. The thing with Valkyrie is that you can just fly all over the place. So Mercy can just follow the Genji around. Yeah, it's basically because if she is healing you or pocketing you during your play and she doesn't have Valkyrie, she's a lot easier to kill. But basically she can just like be in the air and that damage boost the Genji from she's unkillable during Valkyrie. She's killable technically, but it's very difficult to kill a Mercy during Valkyrie, right? So just back Mercy, and if they try to shoot the Mercy during Valkyrie, they have a blading Genji on their face. This is a winnable fight. Very winnable fight. By the way, like I said earlier, you can, like, there's no one here really, but you can always just step in front of the window and deflect, because Baptiste can actually kill one-shot people, well, not one-shot, but, you know, with his burst of 3 shots, he can kill people through the window. This is a decent dash. I know I say don't dash if you're not confident you can kill, but it's you and Monkey against the Baptiste. I'm confident you can kill. I think here you just dash to the mate to help your monkey, which again I'm fine with. I then didn't touch, but yeah. I was gonna say, use your blade right here. Just use it. Like you kill the mate, which is good. Just use your blade as soon as you see an enemy, and also check that. Check. Notice how you just dash back to the point, even though there's no one here. So you're wasting your dash again. I know it's no big deal, but if you just like walk back here, you can be like, okay, from here I can dash here and blade, or dash up and blade, or if they come this way, I can dash up and blade, rather than being like, okay, now I'm completely removed from the fight. Image was frozen for me? Oh, weird. But yeah, the too long don't really is, here you just wasted blade again, and wasted dash again. To get here, where we didn't need you can just wait here. And from here, you're gonna be like, well, if they come this way, I can dash, blade, dash, kill whoever's trying to come, or dash, kill whoever's trying to come. So basically, by doing this, now it's harder for you to engage if they come back this way, which is what actually happens. They don't manage to touch, but look at this. You're checking this way, and the enemy is coming from that way, and we don't have the mobility to get to them. So we're not going to be able to, like, unless you played into dash, which is not ideal here. Like, ideally, it would be like, you either are here and kill them, or you just walk over here and you can be like, dash, play, dash, and kill them. But they don't manage to touch, but we have to be very far away from this area and the enemy to contest that side. But yeah, overall, pretty good. I would say, I don't think I could tell it's your first time playing Genji comp. You did, like, you didn't carry, but you did okay. I think you did like an average for your level. Average. You didn't carry, but considering it's your first game on comp on Genji, it was pretty solid. There are definitely things to fix. You play Genji quickly, yeah, but quickly doesn't really count. I mean, it definitely counts, but it's good for like practicing mechanics and stuff. I just went literal. But yeah, it's comp is a little bit more serious. The idea is the biggest things are practice your dashes so you can figure out what the dash range is. So you can always like dash into right click, dash into melee, shoot into dash into right click into melee. Genji has a lot of those weird combos with the dash. I just keep the seconds because Sexpectic doesn't even play Genji. Okay. Your blades are kinda bad. Like, you've gotten a couple of really good blades, but like half of your blades have not been that good. And I think it's honestly because you just didn't dash up in the air to give you a good like the biggest thing about dashing up in the air for blade is that you get a good look at who you can go on. Same goes for the first point. You're just playing over here and you're just, I'm gonna dash. Remember, dash is like 20 meters. It's a long distance. You can just dash up in the air. I'm like over here now. A little bit like over here now. I can be like, okay, I have like 0.3 of a second while I pull out my blade to decide who am I going to go on. And it gives you the chance to decide who to go on with your dash. So yeah, I think you can get a lot more value out of blade if you dash up first to give you a good landscape view of whoever you can go. Then you can dash at them and slice, and then you can dash at the next person and slice. So I think you can get more value out of blade that way. I think you should practice your dash distances. Get used to the 20-meter dash and how to stop it, and dash into right click into melees, like I said. And try to use your deflect for like cooldowns or a lot of spam damage, not just a little bit of Orisa damage or a little bit of shoulder damage. If you deflect the Helix Rocket, that's good. If you deflect just like 3 bullets, that's bad. But yeah, so I think the most important is definitely the dash distance. Then blade, and then deflect. Because like deflect is solid, but it will not, like, it may actually win you fights, but it's not as important as blade, and it is not as important as having figured out your dash distance. So let's take a 3 minute break, and then I'll be back with the next one. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Hello, chat. Let me just real quick ping Woofer. Woofer, actually, are you just here? I'll just ping you anyway, just in case. Starting. Yes. All right. So Woofer's review reads. Let me just mark her real quick. Oh, you're here. That's good. Mid-diamond match. That's it.